Woo! Good morning, Mary Manning.
Good morning.
How are you this morning?
Good. I like your sunglasses.
Oh, thank you. It's so bright outside, I just couldn't see. Yeah, do you ever have to wear sunglasses?
Yeah, 'cause, well, I do.
Yeah. Well, today we're going to hear about a guy who was kind of like riding down the road. Do you wear your sunglasses when you ride down the road?
Yeah.
Right. So he was riding down the road and he ran into somebody and then he stopped and told him about Jesus. Have you ever stopped your car to tell anybody about Jesus?
No.
No. Well, today we're going to hear about a guy who did. You ready?
Uh-huh.
Let's listen.
Happy Mother's Day!
Oh, goodness, what a surprise. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Do you appreciate me?
Yes.
Oh, thanks. That makes me feel good. Because, you know, I love being a mama, but you know what about being a mama?
What?
It's hard work. It's hard work. Do you think being Jesus was hard work?
Yes.
Yes, I do too. I do too. All right, well, this story is about somebody that also did hard work. It's called Philip and the Ethiopian.
Ooh, cool. So no Jesus in here?
Nope, no Jesus.
No.
But Philip knows Jesus. I mean, he loves Jesus.
Ooh, yeah.
He is a follower of Jesus.
Woohoo!
All right. Philip loved Jesus. He tried to act like Jesus would. Every day, Philip fed people who were poor and helped people who were sick. One day, God sent an angel to Philip. The angel told Philip to travel on a hot, dry road and share God's love along the way. So, Philip set out along the road. It sure is hot and dry out, thought Philip. Then Philip looked up and was surprised. He saw a man from, guess where?
Jerusalem.
Oh, you're close, but remember the title of our story?
Ethiopian?
Close, Ethiopia.
Ethiopia.
Is a man from Ethiopia sitting in a chariot and reading a scroll. One of the horses was tired, so the chariot had stopped. So a chariot is this thing that he's in, and that's how he's getting around because there were no cars. Philip knew he had a chance to do the job God had given him. He ran up to the chariot and said, "Hello." The man invited him to sit next to him. "I see you're reading a scroll," Philip said. "Yes, it's a scroll with words of the prophet Isaiah." Hey, do we know a prophet named Isaiah?
Yes,
We
yes.
sure do. But I don't really understand it, the Ethiopian man said. They took turns reading the scroll out loud. Philip talked about Jesus and explained what the scroll said. Soon the horse felt rested and ready to trot. Philip stayed in the chariot. It was a bouncy ride. The man from Ethiopia bumped into Philip as he said, "Tell me more about Jesus." Philip told him. Jesus was this. Who was Jesus?
The Son of God.
He came to earth and saved us. The Ethiopian man was so amazed that, guess what he wanted? Because he was so amazed. He wanted to be.
He wanted to
Be baptized.
be baptized?
But where could they find some water for baptism on that hot, dry road?
In the sand?
The surprises just kept coming on that day. Philip and the man found a pool of water. Philip baptized the man, and God's love filled the man's heart. The man told Philip that he would share the good news about Jesus with everyone, and Philip was happy to serve God. So, did Philip do a good thing?
Yes.
He sure did. And that'll in turn made the Ethiopian man do good things and spread the word of Jesus, right? Uh-huh. All right, so the little words say, what would you say if someone asked you the question that the Ethiopian man asked? Who was Jesus? What would you say if somebody said, and so there they are baptized. Philip's baptizing the Ethiopian man. What would your answer be? If somebody said, who is Jesus? What would you say?
I would say he is the Son of God. He had made life a better.
Yeah, that's a great answer. That's a great answer. Also, there's a way to show people about Jesus, and that's what we're going to talk about today. All right? Let's go get some paper. Okay, so at the end of our story, I asked you the question. What did I ask you?
Who is Jesus?
Who is Jesus? And you gave me a wonderful answer. But you know what I have found?
What?
As a teacher, and I teach 3-year-olds, often a better way to teach people is not just using words, it's to do things. Like I know with my 3-year-olds, I can't just say something. We
You have
also
to
have
do something.
That's right. So let's think of some ways that we could show people who Jesus is, which, you know, showing love, showing Jesus' love. What are some actions we could do?
Give somebody a gift?
Like what kind of gift though? Like a present where I have to buy it with money? I mean, anybody could do that. Let's think about some other things. Like some things where you're putting yourself out there kind of things. Like what's some, you know, what needs do you see around us?
Food?
Food, that would be good. Maybe we could make cookies for people at a nursing home, right? People that can't make their own cookies.
Make somebody lemonade.
Okay, we could make lemonade, have a lemonade stand and raise money for people or organizations.
Plant things.
Plant things where?
For other people in their gardens.
Like what kind of people? Just anybody?
No, like people who don't know how to do it probably. Who don't know how to plant, but they really want to do it, and they asked us for help, and so we're giving them some help.
Okay, so like maybe people who, maybe planting's hard. You know, if you watched Mommy plant,
Yeah.
you have to bend over and you have to pull and
Yeah,
work really hard. So
like
maybe,
if it was like a grandparent.
yeah, right. Someone who maybe is older and maybe can't really pull up weeds and things anymore, right? That would be good.
Yeah.
All right, so we've got, you know, making food for people. We've got planting.
Lemonade stand
To raise money. I love all those things. Those are all really good things. You could help your brother out with some things he can't do, or your friends. Yeah, there are lots of different ways to show God's love, right? You know what else? I have a good friend, and she talked in church. You know who it was?
Who?
Reverend Katie B. And she talked about a really great way to show God's love was to sing songs about God.
Really?
Right, yeah. Because, I mean, I know I feel connected to God when I hear beautiful music about Jesus and heaven and all of that. I think that's a really good way to show God's love, too. It fills me up with the Spirit. And if somebody heard you sing a song like that, I bet they would definitely go, wonder what that girl's singing about, right? All right, well, I hope y'all have fun this week and think about some ways you can show God's love out in your community. Bye, guys.
Bye.
What are other ways you know how? Has anybody ever told you about Jesus?
My mom,
Yeah.
the people at my school,
Mm-hmm.
and the people at church.
Right.
So I think that's all.
Yeah, that's a lot of people. Can you imagine somebody who doesn't have all those people in their life?
No.
No, yeah. So, you know what that means? Because somebody tells you about Jesus, you have to do?
You have to tell someone else.
Yeah. But we can do that in word and action, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this week, why don't you look for ways that you can tell people about Jesus, maybe in your words, but definitely in your actions. Do you think you can do that?
Mm-hmm.
Great. Well, maybe everybody at home can too. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, until then, we'll see you soon, okay?
Bye.
Bye.